Hey there, Michelle. How's everything today?
Everything is good. How are you?
Feeling good, Michelle. Is there a new friend that you've gotten close to recently in your life?
Yeah, actually, I've gotten close to a lot of new friends recently. I've talked about how I moved to the suburbs, and I was really worried that it would be really hard to make friends, because it's so different than the city life. But I've actually gotten close to a lot of people, and I feel really lucky.
Amazing. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotten close to a lot of people. So what I asked you at the top of the show is there anyone you've gotten close to recently? Michelle, what is another word that might get confusing or confused in our listeners' minds?
Yeah. So close to, right? But then there's also closed to.
Right.
Ooh.
Very different though, right?
Very different, but they sound really similar in English, and it's easy to mix up the spelling or even to pronounce it wrong, because there's only really a one letter difference, that D, but it changes both the meaning and the pronunciation.
Yeah, so I'm really glad that we're here today for really a pronunciation episode for our listeners, a listening episode, right? So let's play a little game, Michelle. I'm going to use both of the words, and I want to see if you can hear the difference. Here we go. I live close to the park, but it's closed to the public for a special event.
Ooh. It's hard to hear. Yeah, it's hard to hear, but I mean, because even native speakers get confused or misuse these sometimes. So I did hear close to the park, right? So nearby, right? But then closed to the public. But what was interesting is I didn't really hear that D, Lindsay.
No, you didn't hear the D. Yes. Oh my God. That makes it even more complicated. The way we pronounce this in American English, we don't necessarily say closed to the public. We say, but it's closed to the public. It blends right in with the T sound in the two.
It does.
Right?
It does. Yeah, definitely. So we're going to focus today on the difference in pronunciation between these two words so that you can both hear and say each correctly. But guys, before we get into it, we want to remind you to hit follow wherever you're listening to the All Ears English podcast.
Yeah, guys, don't miss your opportunity to make All Ears English drop into your listening queue 5 days a week. So make sure you are following if you're on Apple or Spotify. If you're on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed.
Yes.
All right. Michelle, let's break down the pronunciation and make it super easy for our listeners. Shall we?
Yes. So first we'll start with close to. So CLOSE. Right? Yeah. So this one has a soft S sound, right? And it's short, right? So close to, right?
Yes.
This means physically near you. So let's do a little role play. Lindsay, what do you live close to?
I live close to Trader Joe's.
I'd be so jealous.
I'm not a big Trader Joe's person, actually.
What?
No, I don't feel like in my experience in the Trader Joe's that I've gone to, their produce is not like the freshest.
So I have heard that about Trader Joe's, and sometimes I find it's where it seems, because it's very good price. But then you get it, and like 2 days later, my tomatoes are done, and I'm like,
exactly. Yeah. But they have a lot of good like packaged stuff, but people are either Trader Joe's fans or not. It's like you fall into one of two camps, you know?
Yes, exactly.
What about you, Michelle? What do you live close to?
I live close to the baseball stadium. It gets noisy during games.
Yes. All right. So this one is all about proximity, right? Close to. It's shorter. It has a soft S. CLOSE.
Yes.
Right?
So let's go over closed to. So that's CLOSED to. So this one has more of a Z sound, right? It's not close to, closed to. But also, as we were touching on before, the D is very subtle and you might not even hear it. Or Lindsay, as you said, it could blend with the T in two. And this one means shut or unavailable,
Right. If you want to know more, guys, about letters blending with each other, check out our pronunciation course over at allearsenglish.com/pronunciation. We went into all of this, all the different things that happen when letters and sounds collapse into each other, blend into each other. We show you everything in a study plan. But I mean, let's do a role play today just to see the differences here with closed to, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, Michelle, is the library open today?
No, it's under renovation, so it's closed to the public for a while.
Yeah. Okay. And let's do another one.
Okay. Why is the road blocked?
Because it's Sunday. It's closed to cars, but it's open for pedestrians. It's the city's way of getting people out and about. It's closed to cars. It's closed to cars. I cannot tell the difference between where the D ends and where the T begins in two.
Right.
Like, right?
Right, exactly. So after the break, I think we're going to go and do a little game and see if we can tell the difference.
Yeah. And just a note here, we're teaching you American English today on this show and every day. Occasionally we have British people on or Australians on. British people might pronounce the S and the Z sounds a little more softly, but you will still hear a difference. But just listen to British English to see that difference. Okay?
Definitely.
Good.
Hey, quick question. Do you want to feel more confident when you speak English? If so, we made a free guide for you. It'll help you avoid those common mistakes and start speaking more naturally in real conversations. Go grab it in the description below. And if this is helpful for you, make sure that you like and subscribe. We're here 5 times a week to help you connect in English.
Okay, game time, Michelle. So which is which? All right. Should I quiz you or should you quiz me?
We can go back and forth.
Okay, back and forth. All right, you go first.
All right. The museum is closed to the public today.
Tough one, but I think that one is closed to. So inaccessible, right?
Yes, exactly.
The convenience store is close to my house.
Okay. Close to, right? CLOSE. Nearby.
Yes.
So what's interesting is here is, Lindsay, you know, our listeners might be getting confused because they're waiting for that D sound with the first one, right? But it's not coming. So instead, I think it's really good to focus on the length of the word and also if there's an S versus a Z sound, right? So the museum is closed to the public today. So closed
Yeah,
to.
That's a good point, Michelle. It's really more stretched out.
Yeah.
It's stretched out. It takes longer to say closed to the public instead of close to my house, close to my house.
And that has more of an S sound, right? So close
and the Z
and
sound,
close.
Yeah.
So, okay. So here's the next one. My office is close to the beach.
Tricky, but I think it is CLOSE. Close.
Yep, got
nearby.
it. Yep.
The gym is closed to the sorry, let's start again. Here we go. The gym is closed to members this week.
Yes. So that's CLOSED.
Yeah. Now, Michelle, are there any patterns that we can, I mean, we've given our listeners a few patterns. Is there anything else we can try to look for to know which one we're using?
Yeah. I mean, so we often say close to and a place. You know, we could say I'm close to my friend, right? But often it's about a place. But we rarely say closed to and a place, right? So close to could kind of be either, right? But closed to, you don't really say like closed to Trader Joe's, right? That's pretty rare. It doesn't really make sense. It's usually closed to a group of people, like the public, visitors, customers, or things like cars.
Right, because we're just saying this place cannot be accessed by these people. Yes. The public, the customers, the visitors, right? Access is closed.
Exactly.
Closed. There we go.
Closed. I think we covered it, but should we do a role play?
I think we should, Michelle. Let's do it. So here we're meeting during our lunch break and we're deciding where to go for lunch. Okay. Hey, Michelle, where are we meeting today?
Let's go to the cafe close to my office.
Oh, I love that place, but it's closed to customers today.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, they're renovating this week, so it's closed to the public, but it should be really cool when it opens back up.
Oh, okay. Bummer. There's also a cute French restaurant close to my office.
That's right. I've been meaning to try it. Let's double check to make sure it's not closed. Okay. So again, I mean, when we're speaking fast, it is really hard to hear the difference, but we've given our listeners some clues today. So hopefully they should be starting to pick up on this in the role play.
Exactly.
So Michelle, the first one you said was, let's go to the cafe close to my office. Is that close or closed? Which one did we use?
Close, C-L-O-S-E, right? Shorter sounding, S sound. And we're talking about a place.
Nearby, exactly. Yeah, and there you go. Close to the place, my office. What else?
Then you said, I love that place, but it's closed to customers today. Stretched out, C-L-O-S-E-D. So it's more stretched out, closed, and a Z sound.
And also people after it. It's closed to whom? It's closed to customers who cannot access the restaurant. It's customers.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And then I said they're renovating this week, so it's closed to the public. It's closed to the public. I blended the D and the T sound, but we did say it's inaccessible to who? The public. Right. And I said the Z sound, and I stretched it out just a slight bit more.
Yes. Okay? And then I said, okay, bummer. There is also a cute French restaurant close to my office. So that's C-L-O-S-E, right? And we're talking about a place. It's a little shorter, and we're using that S sound, close to.
Yep. Yes. And the last one, I've been meaning to try it. Let's double check to make sure it's not also closed. And sometimes closed will come by itself too, right? It's not always closed to something, just closed or open, right? Are you open or closed, right?
Yes, exactly. So yeah, it was a really comprehensive role play. Lots of good stuff here. Guys, also we have other episodes for you to check out that deal with similar words. So 2564 was human or person. What's the difference?
Yeah. And then there was another one, sites or sites, which to use for travel English. Oh my gosh, that one. As we got further into that episode, Michelle, we realized it's actually kind of confusing. S-I-G-H-T-S or S-I-T-E-S. So guys, check out those episodes. And for a takeaway, Michelle, what do you think about in terms of connection?
Well, yeah, I mean, in terms of connection, this is huge, right? These are so common. You can see here, we're trying to figure out where to go for lunch. It's just endless, reasons why you might use these. But really, the takeaway is remembering close to, C-L-O-S-E, is a soft S, and that's about distance, whereas closed to is about access, and that's a little stretched out and with the Z sound.
Yep. And I think when it comes to connection happens when you understand people kind of the first time, right? This is a listening skill. First of all, we need to know which they said so we can not break up the conversation, but continue it smoothly. And when we pronounce this, we need to be clear so people know exactly what we're saying. I mean, that's the connection right there, right?
Perfect. All right, Lindsay, I'm glad we talked about this today. Guys, have a good day. And Lindsay, I'm feeling very close to you after talking to you for how many years? Yes.
How many years? 12, 13 years, Michelle? A long time.
Yes, a long time.
We should calculate the number of hours we've actually talked. We could do that. We could do that. We could do that quick math easily. Yep. All right, good stuff. Michelle, we'll talk to you again very soon. You have a good day.
You too. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.